Hi everyone, welcome to episode 20 of Two Kid Reviews. I'm Abigail, and joining me today for her Two Kid Reviews debut is Kalifa.
Congratulations on your 20th episode.
Thank you.
Abigail, you seem a little shaken up.
I wonder why.
Right. We just got out of the PG-13 horror film, The Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman is a 50-year-old Stephen King short story.
And it was the scariest movie I've ever seen.
Me too.
Yes, I know you've been to at least one other horror movie because I watched the review.
Right, Megan.
So was this scarier than Megan?
They are very different. Megan has more death and blood, but this is still scarier.
Why is this one scarier?
Most of us don't have an AI robot living with us. We all have dark room.
The movie starts with the family grieving the loss of their mom. The dad is a psychiatrist, and when a new patient comes in, he leaves something behind.
Even though we haven't seen a lot of horror movies, we do know the jokes about a horror movie.
Basically, how can the characters make these horrible decisions? There's even a Geico commercial about that.
And this movie had some of that. I heard you during the movie.
I kept whispering, "Turn more lights on."
Turn all the lights on.
So even though they played into that horror movie cliche and a few others, did you enjoy the movie?
I was glad to get through it.
I loved it.
We'll get more into the horror parts in a bit. Let's talk about the acting.
I thought they did a really good job.
The dad was played by Chris Messina. He was really good playing the part of non-believer.
Star Wars fans will be familiar with both daughters. The teenage one was played by the Book of Boba Fett's Drash, and she was great.
And I think the best performance was by none other than Princess Leia. She's just 1 year older than me, so I was able to relate to her. Now let's go to our most important feature for this one, what parents need to know.
Should we start with the basics?
Sure. These words were in it.
As for romantic, icky scenes, none of those.
Scary stuff. There was a lot. The movie made me jump out of my seat at least 10 times.
As far as blood and gore, there actually wasn't that much.
There was a lot of scary monster in the dark, though. A lot.
Are you worried that you might have nightmares?
Very much so. I'll have the closet light on tonight, that's for sure. But it's alright.
That's a good idea. So how do parents decide if their kid is ready for this horror movie?
Scary Marvel or DC movies don't compare.
Is there something else that compares?
This has the same writers as the movie A Quiet Place, but if they get scared on TV, they might not be ready.
So if they can handle A Quiet Place easily on TV, they should be able to handle it in the theater?
I think so.
I think that makes sense. And yes, I've seen horror movies at home, but I've never got the full horror movie effect before. You definitely need to see this in the movie theater.
Now it's time for us to choose our emoji for this movie.
We will each choose an emoji that best describes the movie or how we feel about the movie.
I jumped more than enough times to give it a scared emoji.
With it being my first horror film in the theaters, I think it deserves a Freddy Krueger emoji from me.
Makes sense.
Abigail, when is the next review?
Tomorrow, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I hope it's as good as the first Spider-Verse movie.
Also, we just put up our interview with acclaimed director Joe Dante on our new channel, Two Kid Interviews. Please subscribe here and there.
That's awesome. He directed the Gremlins movies.
Right.
Thank you so much for watching. This is Abigail, I'm Kalifa, and see you next time!